Sports. This is Kevin. Now Golden State down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with. And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Golden State's starting 5. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Livingston and Thompson are the Barnes. It's tipped. Aminu. Down low. It's stolen by Bogut. From 13. Good. Green's got his team.
Meal for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Livingston passes to Green. Plumlee with the steal. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here is Livingston. Screen by Bogut. Livingston kicks to Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Green's got 5.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the basket by Lillard.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
On the wing, Green to the inside. Here's Thompson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Now here's Lillard. And here's McCollum. The pass to Harkless. Out to the wing. Aminu dishes to Lillard. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Well, great for Thompson. Last season, an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists. And Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hands.
He's a complete player. Terrific offensive player. Outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands, always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping, and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
Here's Lillard following the score by Golden State. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Rebound Bogut. And for Lillard, he keeps the ball moving, as Greg was talking about. And Clark, he keeps his teammates involved.
Very proficient in the pick and roll. Understands the nuances of looking at weak side defenders and getting to the free throw lane for the roll man. He knows all the tricks to make that pick and roll really successful.
Now here's Lillard. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Three-pointer. And it's Damian Lillard with the 3. Lillard's got 8. The Warriors lead. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Thompson for the triple. No good. And it's Portland the other way. Got a piece of it. Dishes it to McCollum. From deep three-point range. Kept alive. Lillard with the second effort. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Warriors. Thompson misses. Portland's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Hart grabs the miss.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Here's Livingston. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Livingston's got his second basket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Thompson against Lillard. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And here are the Warriors now. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. From the arc. Thompson misses.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Lillard attacking, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
No good from Bogut.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Now, here's Lillard. 10 points for him. Plumlee sets the pick for McCollum to the paint, off the pick, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy. To stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And so here is Golden State. Portland making their last shot. Thompson for the triple. Here's Bogut. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Noah Vonleh comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Allen Crabbe in for Lillard. Here's Crabbe. After the made shot from Klay Thompson, Davis sets a screen. They set the pick. Grab the pass to McCollum. 5 on the clock. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Portland making a change here. Henderson's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Barbosa kicks to Spates. Kicks it out to Barbosa. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Four on the clock. Here's Clark. And it's Green with the jam.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Through you to get to the pumpkin. One thing about Ed Davis, guys, he has the physical tools to succeed. The agility of a gazelle and the wingspan of a condor or pterodactyl.
And
it's nice delivery there in traffic.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Now here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kicks to Vonleh. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Goes back up. The shot by Vonleh, no good.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And Gerald Henderson is going to pick up that foul. You know, Greg, getting back to Ed Davis, his abilities go beyond physical attributes, strong intangibles. Roy Williams always used to talk about him like this, high basketball IQ.
Yeah, second-generation NBA player. His father, Terry, played a long time. He's humble, he's hungry, and motivated. So a lot of key characteristics, I think, in the success of most players he displays here early in his career.
The Trailblazers shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Henderson kicks to McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. He dishes it to Vonleh. Can't hit from in close.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Iguodala with it, now defended by McCollum. Spates sets a screen, and a wide open look for Iguodala. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Henderson, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And Davis sends it back. And good on the basket. Book it.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's McCollum. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now the feed to Henderson. Inside. Vonleh dishes to Davis. And he slams it one-handed.
In that type, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Pass to Barbosa. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Barbosa's got his first points of the game.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks his shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. They set the screen. Davis sets a screen, and it's out of bounds to Portland. A retained possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after that. That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
But they recover it. Crabbe kicks to Anderson. Here's Crabbe. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The dish to Vonleh. A second chance effort. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a three-point Warrior lead.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
It's stolen by Davis. He feeds it to McCollum. Here's Crabbe, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And that one's good by Clark. And the Warriors lead by 4.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Now McCollum. Pass to Vonleh. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Now here is Barbosa. D right on him. Seconds left. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Warriors have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier. 2 shots. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Warriors on top, up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not because As long as
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Setting the floor.
Gising ka. Tuway ko.
Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Azealia is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. Lillard, the pass to Harkless. Back to Lillard. Plumlee sets the pick for Lillard. From deep three-point range, the Warriors pull it in.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Livingston kicks to Green. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got 7. We all know about the Splash Brothers, but it seems everyone on Golden State now can hit a 3. They set a franchise record in made threes last year at 883 triples.
Incredible. Wow. I mean, they can stretch you out as well as anyone, and it's why they are so good going small. I mean, they did lead the league in three-point percentage last year, making almost 40% of those threes. And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Crab kicks to Lillard. Craps in the tray. He's got 13.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Green. Great pass.
Eh. No.
pass to set up the lay-in. Green's got 11 points.
For the Warriors, guys, not only did they lead the league in three-point percentage, they also hit about 45% of their three-point attempts. And that's a punch to the jaw. This game, as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Warriors leading by 4. Azili dishes to Livingston. Thompson from long range.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what's... Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Lillard from outside, and it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here is Livingston, covered by Lillard. Over in the corner, Green. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist in this one. Lillard against Thompson. Lillard, the pass to Plumlee, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage. Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Lillard with it. He's got 15. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Damian Lillard is a 2-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season. It was an injury. replacement. You know, he's putting on an outstanding. Of display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Plumlee with a screen on Thompson. Off the pick, and it's slammed in by...
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight... Ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And Thompson kicks to Spates. Here's Green. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Feeds it to Grant. Off target from three-point range. Warriors leading by 6. It's Thompson off the drive. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Lillard misses.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will return possession here. Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. Barnes dishes to Livingston. Thompson from long range. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 14 points for Klay Thompson. Here's Plumlee, and that one is stuffed right through.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Thompson outside. And it's Barnes slapping it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that. And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man. And just he has an air about it.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Noah Vonleh comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Crabb. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard.
Good. Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Now here's Henderson. Tight defense on him. Here's Vonleh. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, it was interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. McCollum passes to Henderson. Pulls up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Warriors leading by 10. The drive by Iguodala. Powered down with both hands.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
It's Henderson on the wing. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. McCollum, no good.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Spade sets a screen for Thompson. Iguodala and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Noah Vonleh. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he had been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. Then last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
Landon Rush. He's checked in for Maurice Spates. Now here's McCollum. He's covered by Thompson. It's stolen by Bogut. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Livingston. Henderson pulls it in.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season.
He kicks to Livingston. Passes it to Thompson. Screen by Bogut. Fires for 3. Thompson misses.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And, guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 16 points for Klay Thompson.
You know, for Iguodala at this point in his career, it's just about winning. He's had a couple of large contracts. He's made multiple All-Star teams, but now it's about rings for him. And he got one.
And the pass to Henderson. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bogut's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. That's good.
I don't think they can ask much more.
Clark's checked in. The Warriors shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And it's the Warriors to start out. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Livingston in at the 1. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, and the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
McCollum dishes to Lillard to the inside, and it's sent back by Bogut. Here is Livingston, covered by Lillard. Livingston kicks to Thompson. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Steve Kerr had a few moments to share with me. When we talked about what they'll try to do on defense, he told me they're going to have to do everything they can to neutralize their opponent's high flyers, saying, quote, "We can't play above the rim like these guys, so we'll have to do our best to keep them away from the hoop." Gentlemen, easier said than done.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Barnes. Aminu missing his last shot. Bogut the pass to Barnes. And that one's good.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And one thing about Damian Lillard, for as much as he handles the ball, for as much as he pushes the action, he doesn't turn the ball over. I mean, surprising for a young, aggressive point guard, but this guy plays wise beyond his years.
And you know, Clark, another important point regarding Lillard, for as aggressive as he has been going to the basket, he's extremely durable. He's been terrific in terms of health.
He's been in every gamer throughout his young career. That is remarkable. Unusual in today's NBA for sure.
Now here's Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
Thompson against Lillard. Plumlee sets the pick for Lillard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And finished off by Bogut.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the score by Golden State. And Aminu kicks to Harkless. Just 3 to shoot. Lillard misses. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Thompson. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now, here's Lillard. Aminu with the screen for Lillard. Shot off the screen. They get it again. Moves back up. It's stolen by Bogut. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Damian Lillard.
It's been a solid outing for Thompson. He already has 8 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Now here's Barnes. Aminu missing his last shot. Green with the ball. Al-Farouq Aminu covering. Green kicks to Barnes. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Trailblazers trail by 12. There's the pick. Lillard outside. Inside. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Warriors have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Pass to Thompson. Green dishes to Livingston. Green with a screen on Lillard. Livingston passes to Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, There's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. And that one's good, Barnes.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Nobody near Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Now Golden State's starting 5. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. And it's Livingston in at the point. Here's Green. Lillard with the block. Pass to McCollum. He kicks to Aminu. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard attacking, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team and injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
And with the Blazers and injuries, even when they fought through pain, guys weren't at 100%. Aldridge wasn't quite the same with his hand injury.
Thompson with the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Lillard outside. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Plumlee with the screen. The 3 down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Bogut. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Livingston dishes to Thompson. Livingston kicks to Thompson, and he gets the bucket.
And losing Matthews for the season was huge too, guys. I mean, every team goes through injury woes and bumps during the course of the season, but the Blazers just seem to be, at least in the last half dozen years or so, hit very hard every year. Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making those kinds of runs.
Here is Livingston. Green, the screen. Livingston passes to Bogut, and he dunks it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Livingston dishes to Green. And a miss there on the triple. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lillard with it. Over to the left wing. Tries from 10. And he can't bank that one in. And Dorsberg spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, we talked about their focus offensively, and he told me, listen, you know we certainly have the ability to get to the bucket and finish with force. That's a great ability to have because you draw fouls, you draw attention, and that creates shots for others. So we'll start by attacking inside. Sounds like a good plan, fellas.
Thanks, Doris. Now, here's Lillard. Inside, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hit
With a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Thompson for the triple. And Harkless pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 3. Kicks it out to Lillard. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged play.
And last.
And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Livingston in at the point.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble. Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Here is Lillard. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Lillard attacking to the paint. Here's Plumlee. And a missed layup. Here's Golden State now. Livingston kicks to Barnes. Outside, Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lillard against Thompson. Lillard dishes to Plumlee. Back to Lillard. Five to shoot. Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. Good. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Aminu with a screen for Lillard. He feeds it to Aminu. McCollum passes to Harkless. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Steve Kerr had a few moments to share with me. When we talked about what they'll try to do on defense, he told me they're going to have to do everything they can to neutralize their opponent's high flyers, saying, quote, we can't play above the rim like these guys, so we'll have to do our best to keep them away from the hoop. Gentlemen, easier said than done.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's Green. The Blazers getting the bucket. Thompson inside the line. Plumlee with the rebound.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. Now here's Barnes. 7 points in the game, and that one's good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Lillard. For three. Portland again missing.
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. If he could become a little less mechanical with his postgame, I think he could even go higher.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60%. From the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
Now, here's Aminu. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Here is Livingston. It's a 5-point game. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Here is Livingston, following the score by Damian Lillard. Livingston kicks to Thompson. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Thompson's got his first points in this one. Lillard dishes to Plumlee. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Here is Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Thompson with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now, here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Lets the three fly. Again, the miss by Lillard. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Barnes, and fouled as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Thompson against Lillard. Up top, Harkless. Lillard, the pass to Harkless. Lillard against Thompson. Lillard again missing. The Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. It's tipped. And there's the pass to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Takes a 3. And he gets it to go. Lillard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Now Lillard, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson, kicks it to Aminu. To the left side wing. The 3 from McCollum. Shot is no good, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Good.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, He has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
A different look now for Portland. Longley's checked in for Aminu. Henderson comes in for Harkless, and it's Allen Crabb in for Lillard. The Warriors also with a sub. Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. Now here's Thompson. Livingston kicks to Spates. Feeds it to Barnes. From about 16, and it's Portland with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now here's Green. To the inside. Here's Barbosa, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 6.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
McCollum dishes to Henderson. Outside, Davis. Plays it up and banks it in.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't